Welcome to Coach Magic, the show for the woman who is all in on creating a life, business, and family that's beyond her wildest dreams. I'm Jenny Fennig, and I am so excited to help you get confident, focused, and paid. Let's rewrite the rules and get moving in the direction of your deepest desires. Ready, set, go. Hey, Jenny here. Welcome to another episode of Coach Magic. So glad you are here. Before we get into the theme, first, a message for you. A reminder. You ready? Here we go. You won't be enough for some people. You'll be too much for others. Your truth won't be acceptable to some. The way you write or speak or dress or show up or respond or not respond will ruffle feathers. It doesn't matter. Keep your eyes on your own paper, focus on your lane, and do your thing. Not everyone can come with you on this journey. Don't dim your light to make people more comfortable. Be willing to walk away from places, from things, and from people who aren't in your highest and best good. This life is yours, and it is short in the grand scheme of things. Don't forget that. Put your great work out there. Put that thing that's on your heart, let's get it out there. This is it. It's up to you to be who you came here to be. As for me, as far back as I can remember, I have been obsessed with getting big things accomplished in the most efficient way possible. I think this is because I have so many things that I love, and I want to do them, and I want to do them well, and I want to enjoy myself. As I look back in my early career, I didn't prioritize taking care of myself. Eventually, that led to extreme burnout and a need to redesign the way I worked. I left one job. It was my first official post-college career job. I left that job and moved to another one that had better hours and better money. But I still wasn't prioritizing me the way that I needed to. And what happened? Well, more burnout. I just had more money. But I was still really burned out, had a lot of stress. And that seemed to be a pattern for me. This stress would follow me. I didn't know how to handle the pressures at work, as well as take care of me. Not let work take over and consume me. That's what happened when I look at that first decade of my career. Work consumed me. I didn't know how to separate it out and compartmentalize the work stuff here, the personal stuff over here, taking care of my health and wellness, investing in relationships, etc. And so eventually, I decided to make a change. No surprise, because I'm talking to you right now, owning a business, having been a coach for many, many, many years, now doing a lot of facilitating and speaking, and there's a lot that I do, but it's all really under the auspice of I have my own business. And once I started my own business, I did have more time to myself because I set my own hours. Nobody was telling me what to do. But in those early business days, I truly was hustling my butt off to get the business off the ground. You're throwing spaghetti against the wall. You're trying to see what sticks. The plus side, I was loving the work, and so I just wanted to work a lot. Yeah, that was also a theme of mine. I love to work, and I tended to work a lot. But I was working a lot, trying to get the business off the ground, figuring out how to shape this thing. And then soon into owning my own business, I started having kids. And then the new challenge became, all right, how do I do this work thing and do this mom thing and somehow make the puzzle pieces fit? And it wasn't easy, and it hasn't been easy. I will tell you that. But what happened was I realized the truth through lots of experimentation and, again, making shifts. And I think the key was listening to my inner voice. And I write about in my book, Get Gutsy. If you've ever read my book, which came out, just about 10 years ago. Yeah, that was a big piece of it, that inner voice, that nudge, that small, still voice within, higher power, however you call it. I started really hearing it and listening it. And the key for me was I needed to slow down, and I need to get quiet. And so the more I would do that, the more clear I got on this particular truth. And it's this: the better I take care of myself, the more wealth I create. Isn't that amazing? It's really amazing. The better I take care of myself, the more wealth I create. I want you to take that in for yourself, because you can have that too. We can have this together. How does that feel for you to really tune into that concept? The better you take care of yourself, the more wealth you create. It's the truth. So for me, how I've decided to move with this truth is this: I design my days now so that on most mornings I exercise first thing. You're going to hear me talk about exercise a lot. You probably already figured that out by listening to this show, because it changes my everything for the better. And so I said, well, why don't I just build that in? Now, I'm saying this from where I sit now. Again, this has not been an easy road to get here. When my kids were younger, when we were in our homeschooling days, everything was just kind of nuts. a little bit wild. I'm in a good position now. I'm in a really, really strong position where my kids, most of them are out of the house most days, school, doing their thing outside of the house. And so my mornings are mine again. After I get people out and where they need to be, my mornings are mine. And so I've reclaimed those mornings by exercising first thing. And I love it because my energy just gets flowing, and then I can get down to business. I clear out the brain. The cobwebs start accumulating, and you can be ruminating and kind of spinning. So when I exercise first thing, the energy gets clear, and I get down to business and I move. When it comes to my days, I do not pack them all filled with meetings and calls. I don't do that. I have certain days that I schedule calls, and other days that I keep open for pure thinking and creativity. And I love this. I read somewhere, I've seen her post a lot about it, and her husband, Jesse, shared about this recently. I'm talking about Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, that Sarah schedules thinking time into her schedule. Thinking time. Do you have thinking time built in? Or are you always running? Are you so packed to the gills that you don't have time to think? You're so crazy busy, you really haven't thought about it. All right. So you can make some of those changes. And that's what I have really played with as I have figured out how to be in the best shape of my life. And I can honestly say that is how I feel. I am turning 47 years old this week. Throw some confetti. My birthday is May 23rd. And I feel like I am in the best shape of my life. And that feels so freaking good. And when I say I'm in the best shape of my life, I am not just talking about my health. That is one element for sure. I am also talking about my work, my relationships, my support system, my home, how I feel. Best shape of my life. This takes effort, consistent effort. that effort reaps the rewards. Effort is a beautiful thing. Over-efforting, not so much. The key is to find that balance. What is that wise amount of efforting that gives you the rewards? For me, I'm not going to go work out for 4 hours every morning. I'm not going to do that. I invest about an hour, and I reap the rewards from that investment of movement, sweat, taking time for me. You see what I'm saying? And so it's always looking at, all right, you've got this many hours in a day. What are you going to do with them? How can you be in the best shape of your life? This truly is the vibe of an energy queen. This is the next level that is available to you. So when I find what works, I teach others. That's how I'm wired. Anything out there, if I find some kind of beauty product that I love, some kind of restaurant that I love, some kind of furniture company that I love, whatever it is, I get so excited and I want to spread the good news. When I have the opportunity to teach on these concepts, I'll do it because that's who I am. The area that I have been obsessed with, because it has just been what I've needed to learn in this life, is what I call energy mastery. This way of moving through the world leads to so many incredible benefits. Things like having X-ray vision when it comes to focusing on only what's worth your energy, because not everything is. When you do this, you free up so much time and make more money. You also have a distinct knowing on how to crystallize your next level vision and confidently break down the steps to make it real. This is what a lot of clients come to me for. It's like they have this idea. They have no shortage of ideas, but they're not quite sure the steps or the order of the steps, or they'll kind of obsess on this one piece, but that piece doesn't even need to happen until way down the line, and these other elements need to come first. If you don't focus on the other elements first, you'll never get to that other piece. It'll never happen, okay? So I'm really, really smart with that, being able to look at the process, being able to break things down. When you work with these concepts of energy mastery and really stepping into who you can be as an energy queen, you're going to get better at this on your own. And that's so freaking cool. You're also going to attract incredible clients who appreciate your great work because you're owning who you are. You will literally repel clients who cannot meet your standards. And this makes your life a lot easier. It just will. Because you're going to be working with those clients who light you up to no end. They appreciate your work. They happily invest in what it is that you are putting out there and how you're doing it. When you are in this energy queen vibe, you have a profound bond with your audience, coupled with the unwavering belief that monumental shifts in traction, impact, and income can happen fast. You bend time. Time is a construct. And when you play with these ideas that I'm laying out to you now, you start recognizing things can happen fast. Things that, quote, don't make sense will happen because you get on a different timetable, like quantum time. And you really will have time to be in this best shape of your life because your business fits around your life and what works for you. And you know that tending to your energy this way amplifies your results across the board. And so you stop pushing off these self-care activities, these investment in your energy activities until you, quote, finish all your work first. Like you understand the game. It's incredible. Your relationships improve. You have this magnetic vibe. that attracts in the most incredible people, opportunities, and adventures. And you know what I'm talking about here because you have come across people in your world and you just are blown away by them. They have an aura. They have a magic, an essence that is undeniable. And that's available for you too. It's this whole concept of living your life out loud without apology. When you step into who you are, really as a master of your energy and truly the energy queen archetype, your whole world becomes a lot more electric. So your job, the invitation to you today, is to decide that you can have what you desire. You've got to decide that you're worth it. And you've got to decide that now's the time. And it is. Absolutely it is. I want to thank you for tuning in to this message about the best shape of your life, because it has been a pleasure to deliver it. As I was playing with these concepts, that line just kept popping into my brain. Best shape of your life, because that's how I feel. And not so long ago, I wasn't feeling like this. I had fallen off my game because life happens, right? Curveballs come at us and things are pulling at you and you've got stuff. I have stuff. But we don't do anyone any favors when we neglect our needs. You just don't. All right? And so this is an area that I am going to be going into depth on in my program, Energy Queen. It is ready for you. This is an elite incubator that is for those of you who are ready to embody your authentic self, streamline your business, fearlessly share your offers, and confidently create your version of success. I am so excited to see who steps forward into this container. You're going to up-level your brand, your income, your standards, and your quality of life, positioning you as the clear choice for the best clients and opportunities. I am stoked. I've led this program a number of times, but it has been a few years since I have taken a group through, and it is time. We are doing this thing. All right. So I invite you to come check it out. You can go to jennyfenig.com/energy. We do have a limited number of spots. You will have the opportunity to be in our main container of the program or up-level into VIP and be a part of a retreat, a live retreat with me, as well as experience some one-on-one coaching and consulting, helping you really tap into what is the highest and best use of you now in your business. How are we going to nail that? Lock it in, make sure that everything is aligned and feeling like it is a true representation of how you want to show up in your business. All right. So really thrilled to be doing this. It's been on my heart for some time and I know it is time. So Energy Queen is the invitation, jennyfenig.com/energy. It would be amazing to have you with us. If this is calling out to you, you'll know. And if you have questions, reach out to me. But the page is very detailed. We want to lay everything out for you so you know. And if you want to have a call or send me a note, do so and we can take it from there. Best shape of your life. Why not you? Why not now? Why not you? Why not now? This is Jenny Fenig for Coach Magic. I will see you again next time.